A is for America, the continent where we live. B is for Benjamin Franklin, a printer and inventor as well as a political leader of the American Revolution. C is for Continental Congress, the convention where delegates from the colonies came together and formed the United States of America. D is for Declaration of Independence, the document sent to England from the colonies declaring themselves to be their own country. E is for England, the country that the colonies broke away from in the Revolutionary War. F is for Founding Fathers, the men who were most influential in creating the United States, including George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, Benjamin Franklin, Patrick Henry, Samuel Adams, and John Hancock. G is for George Washington, General of the Colonist Army and first President of the United States of America. H is for Hessian soldiers, German soldiers who were hired by England to fight against the colonists. I is for Intolerable Acts, a set of laws set by Parliament in England punishing the 13 American colonies for their disobedience and resistance. J is for John Hancock, one of the Founding Fathers who is most famous for his huge signature on the Declaration of Independence. K is for King George III, the King of England at the time of the American Revolution. L is for Lexington and Concord, the two cities where the fighting in the Revolutionary War started. M is for Minutemen, small groups of men who could be called in to fight with very little notice. They provided a very mobile and flexible militia for the Americans. N is for Nathanael Greene, a soldier in the Continental Army who moved quickly through the ranks to become one of George Washington's most dependable officers. O is for the Old North Church, the place where Paul Revere hung his signal lanterns, one if by land, two if by sea. P is for Paul Revere, a Minuteman who was sent ahead to warn the Continental Army if the British were coming by land or by sea. Q is for Quartering Act, a law passed as part of the Intolerable Acts, requiring the colonists to allow British soldiers to stay in their homes if they needed a place to stay. R is for Redcoats, a term meaning a British soldier, called that because their uniforms were red. S is for Stamp Act, a law passed by Parliament charging a tax on all paper goods, including legal documents, newspapers, and playing cards. T is for Thomas Paine, one of the Founding Fathers who was a writer and inspired many colonists to join the Revolution with his pamphlet, Common Sense. U is for United States of America, the country that was founded by the Revolutionary War. V is for Valley Forge, the site of the Continental Army's winter camp during the very hard winter of 1777 to 1778. W is for wigs, which were worn as part of the fashion of the late 18th century during the Revolutionary War. X is for taxes, which were much of the reason the American colonies separated themselves from England. No taxation without representation. Y is for Yorktown, the place where the British surrendered to the Continental Army in 1781, essentially ending the Revolutionary War. Z is for the Z's you didn't catch during this very exciting presentation. Right? Right?
Wake me